one of our own. He's one of our own. Reece James, he's one of our own.
I don't really understand.
Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Joseph's Chelsea Blues. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is your transfer news video of today. And I'm lucky to be joined by Siren. How are you, mate?
I'm good. This is going to be a long This is going to be a long video. I'm assuming. Hopefully, we can get it done as soon as possible because I do want to get sleep soon. But
yes,
hopefully, because it is 10:30 right now as I'm recording, so hopefully we can get this done. As soon as possible.
Yes. We've got a lot of news to talk about regarding Xavi Simons, Jorrel, Hato, Nkunku, Tosin, Viega. There's a lot to speak about, so we're going to get straight into it. We are going to start off with Mr. Xavi Simons. Now, the link started popping up a few days ago, but we got a big bomb from Fabrizio Romano earlier. Here it is. Understand, Chelsea are advancing in talks with Xavi Simons on personal terms. Xavi keen on the move and open to joining Chelsea. Direct talks in progress to agree contract details and terms. Chelsea want to be fast ahead of club-to-club talks with Leipzig. Now, that is not the only tweet that we have about Xavi Simons. There is more. We've got Ben Jacobs also coming out and saying this here. Chelsea are close to agreeing personal terms with Xavi Simons ahead of talks with Leipzig. Simons open to Chelsea and is more broadly prioritising a Premier League move. It's possible Carney Chukwuemeka is raised in any discussions with Chelsea seeking a permanent exit. Chukwuemeka hasn't yet held any talks with Leipzig and he remains keen on a return to Dortmund. However, Dortmund want to do a loan with a buy option which Chelsea are yet to sanction. That's not all. I know there is a lot of news to go through. Ben Jacobs has also said more recently about Chelsea putting in a bid possibly for Xavi Simons. Here it is. Chelsea set to make an opening bid for Xavi Simons. Understand personal terms are close to being in place after positive talks in the last 24 hours. Bayern have also inquired. Simons is leaning towards the Premier League move. Arsenal also no, there is not. So that is all about Xavi Simons. So, Siren, what do you think of the Xavi Simons situation? Talk to me, mate.
I do want. I was looking to see if David Ornstein has tweeted anything, and it looks like he hasn't, unfortunately. But yes, this is. I would say, in terms of like what I take him, yeah. First of all, right, with Mudryk is gone, Madueke is gone, Sancho is gone, a new left winger is definitely needed, and I think he's actually good enough to play there. Now, my question is like, do you think he's the only left winger that's the only winger that's needed? Hello?
Yes, definitely. I completely agree. And Xavi, yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, he's not the only person that we've been linked with. To be
Hold
fair,
on.
like we've been linked
I actually hold on.
to like Morgan
Less than an hour ago, right? I'm.
Rogers and
Well,
Eberechi Eze. I
this is
mean,
about Jorrel Hato. I'm gonna
do you
say this
think that
right now.
Xavi Simmons is your number one option out of those?
Hold on, let me say one thing before we get there, right? Just less than an hour ago, Jorrel Hato on his Twitter account. I need to check if I think this is his actual Twitter account, if I'm not mistaken. He tweeted out a picture of himself, of black and white in an Ajax kit. So that clearly means it's like the end of it or something. And then he tweeted up there, new chapter, pray, and then a timer. That's an interesting one.
Interesting.
Back to we're gonna speak about
Yeah.
that one later on because that just came out. Like I just saw that now. But in terms of Xavi Simmons, what was the options again? I didn't quite catch that because the internet again just went off.
Yeah, there was Morgan Rogers, Eberechi Eze. There was links about, and I think there was links about Malik Fofana as well. I think those are all the main
Okay. So
options
first,
for
I'm
Chelsea that we've
guessing
been
there was
looking at on the
Garnacho as
left
well.
wing
We'll
side.
include Garnacho just for this, right, for the links. Yeah. First of all, Malik Fofana.
Yeah, Garnacho as well. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna say Garnacho first of all, right? I'm gonna say something about him, right? Hello. First of all, he is actually my second to last option. First of all, however, right, if he does come, the one thing that I will say he does do that he's going to offer to this team is, he's one that's he's similar to Trossard in a way, where Trossard is like he starts he's not good when he starts, but he can do a lot coming off the bench, and Garnacho is is quite similar in that. I'm not saying he's as good as Trossard or anything, but he's similar in that, he's not going to do much if you're starting him and playing him like 70 minutes. But if you're, let's say, you're chasing a match, you need a goal, you're 1-0 down, or it's 0-0 and it's a match where you have to win or something, he's someone that can come in and offer something different. Whereas, because maybe sometimes in those situations you do need to have someone that is selfish and that could hit one in from 20 yards out or something because you need a goal, and he's someone that can offer that. I will say if he does join, if he does join, I'm going to be against him if he's starting every match. He has to be on. His role would be if I was the manager, he comes in. His role will be bench, easy. Then out of the remaining three, actually, Xavi Simmons would be the third, the middle option, because out of the remaining three, it's just that Xavi Simmons is like the one that I've watched the least. That's pretty much it. I mean, I can say a lot more about Eberechi Eze and definitely Morgan Rogers as well, and Morgan Rogers especially. He would actually be number one on this list just because of the fact that he's played with so many players on this team already. You look at especially when he was in the City Academy, because you got Palmer he played with, Delap he played with, like a whole lot of players. I think he played under Maresca as well. So I think he's one that will probably fit this team the best, and so that will be my order that I'm going with. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I see your point there. Yeah, I was of the opinion of Eberechi Eze would be over Morgan Rogers, but then I was speaking with someone else, I think a week ago on stream, and well, not on my stream, on Blue Clouds Media stream. By the way, check them out. Very good channel. Yeah, I changed my mind to Morgan Rogers being the first option. But I mean, it's the price tag that's really putting me off. And now that Xavi Simons has come to fruition, I think it will be a good option. I think it'll be a good option to go for Xavi Simons instead.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of what I said about Garnacho, by the way? I do want to ask about that. Because a lot of people just say they don't want him full stop.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but
No, but like, what do you think of what I said?
Really?
What do you think of what I said? Everything I said about Garnacho.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with anything. I mean, with Garnacho, like obviously, if he comes in, I'm going to support him and everything, but it's not my first choice. It's definitely way down the pecking order, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah, but like, I'm saying, like, I just think he offers something that he'll offer something different. Let's just put it that way. Whether if he's like, you could, he offers something that a lot of I will say I will just say that, but he's just not the number one option. It's just that Man United, you don't really have any good wingers, so a lot of the games he has to play up front, but then he has to play from the start. But then you look at the Europa League run, they didn't really start that much, but definitely in the final, for example, he came on, changed the game. Well, they didn't score, but he really changed the game in terms of forced Vicario and into many saves as well. They also did that in other games, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly, that I've seen him play in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we're going to move on now from Xavi Simons. But yeah, you guys in the comments, let me know what you think about Xavi Simons looking like that he's close to coming to Chelsea and the deal was looking very close. But yeah, now let's talk about this man here, Jorrel Hato. We had another bomb from Fabrizio Romano today. Take it away, mate. Exclusive. Chelsea have now made official club-to-club contact with Ajax for Jorrel Hato as next top priority. Hato understood to be keen on the move and already prepared to accept personal terms at Chelsea. Negotiations ongoing with very good relationship between clubs. That is not the only thing we got. We also got Ben Jacobs here. Chelsea in advanced talks for Jorrel Hato after agreeing terms with the Ajax defender today. It follows a fresh approach last week. Ajax had originally asked for £50 million, but Chelsea are optimistic of getting a deal for less. Hato has made it clear he wants to join Chelsea. And then we got Fabrizio here, literally about an hour ago. Chelsea have reached agreement on personal terms with Jorrel Hato, and the defender has asked Ajax to leave. Negotiations advancing to final stages as fee discussed now is around €40 million. Hato informed Ajax management and the manager of his clear desire to join Chelsea. And we also have this from Fabrizio Romano. Jorrel Hato could be a here we go very soon. He has asked Ajax to join Chelsea. He wants to join the Chelsea project as soon as possible. Xavi Simons also close to Chelsea. Conversations underway with the player. I think that is all from Jorrel Hato.
Hold on.
I think that's all the news about
real quick. I need to share something about this. Yeah. There you go.
I think.
That's
all the stuff that I've got about Jorrel Hato.
Okay, he tags AFC Ajax. I'm just, I just want to know if there's a way we can find out if this is an actual account. That's the one thing. Like,
I see you're sharing. I see you're sharing this now.
No, but I want to see if there's a way we can know that this isn't like an impersonator or something.
I'll be honest. I think that's a fan account.
Maybe. I mean, you got 521
I'm not sure
followers.
I'm not sure if that's him. I'll be honest. I'm not sure if that's him.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Jorrel Hato, he would never repost Fabrizio Romano's tweet. He would never do that.
True.
Players don't repost tweets of like transfer stuff about them. They don't do
If I
that.
go at,
It's just morally wrong.
because if it's like, yeah, no, okay, look, there's nothing there. They've not tweeted,
Yeah. It's not true.
Like
Like
it's
that
unlikely to
that
be his
account, it should be a fan account.
But the
If
question
it is
like,
his account, then I'll be surprised.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I
yeah,
don't know why he's.
what do you think of the? Yeah, yeah. I mean, what do you think of the Jorrel Hato situation, Sue, and about him possibly coming to Chelsea as well? It's looking very close, isn't it?
I mean, he apparently, if we look at this, like AFC Ajax tweeted, a Centurion at 18 years of age. That kind of means that he must have some quality because you're not playing 100 games at 18 years old. Otherwise,
Yeah. But what do you think about the question I asked you, Sue?
I would take him. The question is, sorry, I take him, right? But the question is, would he be like because you're going to be because he's going to be competing with Cucurella, so it's going to be that's an interesting one.
Mm.
And now the question is that like, would Cucurella play every match, or is he going to like play some of the less important games if Cucurella is playing Champions League or something? That's the question I want to
That's
have.
what I think will happen, if I'm being honest.
All right, let's
Cucurella
say,
will probably play the Champions League games.
What?
Cucurella will more play the Champions League games, like when we get to like, I don't know, like the knockout stages. And maybe if we get like a good team in the group stages, like Real Madrid or Man City or someone like that.
Yeah, if I look at
well, actually, we can't get Man
City. I haven't.
We can't get Man City in the group stages anyway. We can't get Man City in the group stages anyway. Like we're in the same country as them.
You can't get from the same like league and everything. But it's like
but like we could get teams like PSG. We could get teams like PSG, Bayern, stuff like that. So yeah, if we get a team like that,
right, this is the one thing.
If we get a team like that, then Cucurella has got to play in that game, and then whatever Premier League game is next, or FA Cup or Carabao Cup game is next, Joel Hato will play that.
I did something right. What I did was that a few the day after these games were out, I went on to. I actually looked at what the league fixture would be following any Champions League games, and the ones I have in the league phase, it looks like it's going to be Man United away, Liverpool at home, Sunderland at home, Wolves at home, Arsenal at home, Everton at home, Palace away, and West Ham at home. So it depends, like if you're playing like Barcelona ahead of a match against Arsenal, for example, I would assume Cucurella will have to play both games, obviously.
I mean, you never know.
I highly doubt, I highly doubt you're playing Hato against Barcelona or Arsenal. Let's have it right. Like against Sunderland at home, he'll probably start Sunderland at home, for example. If we're playing especially if we play, I don't know, Real Madrid in the previous game, he'll probably start Sunderland at home.
Yeah.
Like the ones I don't see him starting, obviously, like I don't see him starting Liverpool, Arsenal at home, but the other ones definitely there's a chance. And then there's the knockout round playoffs. After the first leg it's Burnley at home, and after the second leg it's Arsenal away, and then the round of 16 it's after the first leg it's Newcastle at home, and then Everton away in the second leg. Quarterfinals will make it there. It's Man City at home, Man United at home. Man City after the first leg, Man United after the second leg. And then semi-finals is Nottingham Forest at home and Liverpool away. The one thing I will note, right, is that I didn't notice this. I didn't realize this from the beginning, but you look at the fixtures anyways. Like, I know this has been a while since it's been released, but yes, this team has a good record in like playing at the end of the season. But if you're competing in the Champions League, and you have that running, like that's going to be very rough, right? Because you're playing the Champions League, you're probably going to be playing like it could even be Liverpool, but it could be like another PSG or another absolute giant, and you're playing like that running, like that's not going to be an easy out, pretty much. So really, you have to take advantage of the earlier games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's our thoughts on Jorrel Hato possibly coming to Chelsea. Let us know in the comments what you think about that.
Him. He's a brilliant player. So I know he's one I'll definitely take. I'll say that.
Yeah, definitely.
From what
we go.
Obviously.
Yeah, we now go on more to the outgoing news, and we'll keep some of these short and sweet. First off, Renato Viega. We've got news on him. Atletico Madrid are pushing to get. Atletico Madrid are pushing to get David Hackno deal done in the next few hours, while Feyenoord request is below Chelsea request for Renato Viega. At the moment, Hackno deal is financially easier for Atleti, while Chelsea insist on €40 million package for Renato Viega. So even Feyenoord have come in as well for Renato Viega as well. So what do you think of this? What move would be better?
Who do Atletico Madrid? Sorry.
What move would be better for him? What move would be better for him?
Atletico Madrid. Who do Atletico Madrid play?
Atletico Madrid or Feyenoord? Atletico Madrid or Feyenoord? Which one?
Who's Atletico Madrid's left back? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Because it depends on who they play at left back.
Well, I think he'll play centre back, Viega, if I'm being honest. Because he wants to play centre back. That's why
they got the Normand.
That's why he's going.
They got come a long way. Yeah, so the left back is Matteo Ruggeri and Xavi Halan. I think he's gonna play left back for them. And if that's the case, I think this is the best.
Yeah, Viega will start over him.
What?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right, that is Renato Viega. Let us know of what you think of his possible move to Atletico Madrid, or will Feyenoord come in for him? We'll find out. Next, we've got news on Mr. Nkunku. I'll go with Nkunku first. Before we speak about another outgoing that Chelsea could possibly have. There's another 2 outgoings that Chelsea could have after Nkunku as well, after Nkunku and Viega. But Fabrizio Romano has said Christopher Nkunku's exit from Chelsea this summer remains almost guaranteed. Nkunku wants to play more with several top clubs keen in the background. Chelsea are open to selling him since January. More contacts will follow soon. Where do you think Nkunku will end up? Because Man United have been linked, Bayern have been linked, and there's probably a price tag around 30 to 40 million euros for him. So where do you think Nkunku will end up?
Here's the thing, right? Between the 2 clubs is one club that needs a striker, but I don't see Nkunku going there, like in terms of what he needs. But the other club is one that has probably the best striker in the world. So, if he's going there, he's going to be on the bench, but it's a much better option in terms of like trophies and everything, in terms of career and what you can get out of it. So it's a very interesting question. The one thing is that United have already have 2 strikers already signed. Like I know they're looking for a striker, but personally, if I was them, I'd be looking for a defender at this point, because it's you got 2 strikers. You need, like, what's the point of having good strikers if you're conceding 3 goals every game, really? So I would say for them, if that was
Yeah.
me, I'd say that they should go for a defender. Now they might not do that. So the question is like how much do they really need Nkunku? They probably don't need him. But then you look at Bayern. They have the best striker. Some can argue is the best striker in the world. Do they need Nkunku on the bench? Does he want to be there to be on the bench? Because his
not.
whole thing is like he wants to play more. So he's probably not going to go to Bayern Munich where, he's going to be on the bench again to Harry Kane. And then, but then, like I said, Man United is like, do they really want to sign another striker? Like, and even if he does go there, would he start over Mbuemo and Cunha? Like, I think either way, right? Nkunku is kind of screwed for options because because like I said, he wants more game time and he's not going to get any in either team for me. So
he's gonna have to work his socks off for either team. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Is there any other team that's by the way?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Nkunku. Let us know where do you think he'll go. Next is Tosin. There's been links with him possibly going.
Hold on. Back to Nkunku real quick, right? Apparently, Nottingham Forest is also in for him.
I haven't seen anything about that, but
then again, if that's true, right? But he's going to be back up again to another striker, Chris Wood, this time.
Yeah, definitely.
So like, none of these options are ideal options for him.
Yeah, right. We're going to move on from Nkunku now. We're going to Tosin. Chelsea could be open to selling Tosin Adarabioyo this summer if they receive offers in the region of £30 million, with Newcastle, West Ham, Crystal Palace, Napoli, AC Milan, and Monaco among his suitors. Do you think we should sell Tosin? And if so, which club should he go to?
Sell him. Here's the thing, right? You look at the defenders that this team currently has. You got.
If I'm honest, I'd keep. If I'm honest, if I'm being honest, I'd keep Tosin.
Yeah, but that's why. Because I'm asking, who would you play as centre back next season? You're looking at Fofana, who's never fit, and then aside from that, that's Colwill and Chalobah, and that's it. Otherwise, so on that basis, you have to keep him. I mean, you definitely need the depth to play when you're playing the Champions League, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You need that depth, so I would keep him 100%. Unless if you're going to sign another defender, then that. And then even then, if you do sign another defender, right, don't get rid of Tosin. Get rid of Badiashile and Disasi.
Yeah. Right. That is Tosin. Let us know what you think of. Do you think we should sell him or if we should keep him? Now, the final Chelsea bit of news for this video is on João Felix. Now, we've got some news here. Record Portugal has spoken. João Felix is very close to returning to Benfica. Chelsea has accepted a €25 million offer from Benfica for 50% of his economic rights. What do you think of this, Sue? And do you think this would be a good move for João Felix going back to Benfica?
Definitely, 100%. Because I was always
definitely. I agree as well. He's not getting any game time here, so he may as well go back to a club where he was loved and appreciated. So that is my thesis on João Felix. So again, you guys let us know what you think of that.
Portugal as well, not just where he's appreciated. He's also going back to Portugal, where probably his family is and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Now we've got two random topics here to round off the video. One's about Alexander Isak. Now, I'm not sure what you think. I'm not sure what I think of this, if I'm being honest. So I want to get your opinions on this, Sue, and then your opinions, everyone in the comments. This is what Alexander Isak wants if he was going to renew his Newcastle contract. This is what he wants as a wage. Alexander Isak wants £300,000 a week to sign a new contract at Newcastle. Is he worth that, Siwan?
Here's the thing, right? I think £300,000 is really high for any footballer, to be honest. I mean, I know you got Haaland and everything, but if we're saying, like, in terms of is he better suited? Like, should he get it over everyone else? Yes, definitely. But I just don't think. But I think £300,000 is like it's high for any player, really. As I said.
Yeah, definitely. I think he should get.
Another thing is, right,
I think he should get around 200 to 250 max.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, same for me. Even Haaland getting 500k is like, bro.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
I know
that's outrageous.
Yeah, I prefer right.
I'd understand if Haaland was getting I'd understand if Haaland was getting £300,000 a week. I'd understand that, but 500 is outrageous.
For me, right, what I'd do is I think there should be there should be some people could say there could be a salary cap. I think what you should do is you should do what a lot of teams are doing now, right? Where you give a lower salary, but you give a high bonus. Like maybe definitely for strikers, maybe not so much for defenders and goalkeepers, because there's not really much you can give a bonus on other than clean sheets. And if that's a bonus, you have to give them. Like, let's say their wage is 100. You need if they get clean, you need to do it so that if they get a clean sheet, they get 200 or like 175. Like it's some insane bonus. I think that's how I would have done it.
Yeah, completely agree. Let us know what you think of Alexander Isak winning 300 grand a week if he was to sign a new deal at Newcastle. And the final topic of this video is Luis Diaz. We know he wants to leave Liverpool, but Liverpool don't want to sell him. Here's Ben Jacobs with the latest. Bayern Munich set to make an improved offer for Luis Diaz and are prepared to pay up around 80 million euros. Liverpool rejected the 67.5 million euro bid, but Bayern remain intent on testing Liverpool's not for sale stance. What are your thoughts on this, Siwan, finally?
I genuinely think he should leave, to be honest, because with Liverpool, like, they have a lot of they've signed so many players. Right, first of all, right, I think they signed so many players, so I think you need to get rid of a few players, like, to comply with FFP and everything. I understand, like, you can say they are not spend much, and how do other teams manage to spend so much? Just because they sell very well, and I think they definitely need to sell a few players first of all. Now, whether that's
Chelsea is an example. Yeah, Chelsea's an example of, like, we know how to sell players very well, and then we can spend that money. So when people say, "Oh, Chelsea need to be investigated by FFP," no, we don't. We sell our players very well, so we know what we're doing there.
Yeah, another club that I do think has to be investigated by FFP, right? Arsenal, because Arsenal, like, they've spent they've spent like over 200 million already this summer, but they haven't. But I think they've made like 8 million in sales. But in terms of Luis Diaz himself, right? I also think you got Florian Wirtz coming in as well, and you're already behind. I mean, he normally plays left wing,
and Liverpool possibly getting and Liverpool looking like they're going to probably get Rodrigo. Like, come on, like there's surely a cap here. Like, how much can they spend? I know they won the Premier League and all that.
If they get Rodrigo, right? Surely Diaz has to leave then, because Diaz, like, he wouldn't want to be on the bench. Why would he? So I think he would leave for Bayern. So I think if you want to get Rodrigo, like, Diaz goes, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with that. That is Luis Diaz. Thank you for yeah, that's the final topic of this transfer video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, turn the notifications on so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Make sure you follow the socials on TikTok, Instagram, and X. Joseph Chelsea Blues on all. Hashtag road to 400. Let's get there. I know we can do it. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. It only takes a few seconds. Thank you very much, Simon, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good. So, what do you have coming up on this channel?
Tomorrow, hopefully double upload. We'll see what happens. I'm not so sure, but hopefully I'm not that busy.
I'm assuming you're doing a stream on Nee's channel as well.
Yeah, on Blue Clouds
Media.
Media, hopefully, yes, I will be available. Hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah, I also
Go
also, are you going to like a preseason game? Any games like in the season? Like,
yeah,
you said you're
preseason games. I will be there. Match day vlogs and fan cams will be out for those preseason games. Don't you guys worry.
For both games, right?
Yes, both games. Don't you guys worry.
Yeah.
Content is coming out for both.
What league games are you going to do then? Home and away, that is.
I'm not so sure on that. I will get confirmation nearer the time. We'll see what happens. Now, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you very much, Simon, for joining me. Hopefully, I'll be on for a double upload tomorrow, guys. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, for more transfer news videos, more shorts, and Xavi Simons and Jorrel Hato. Let's hope we get the here we go for both tomorrow. In a bit, up the Chelsea, and we're out.